With technology moving at an increasingly faster pace, numerous jobs have either been automated or obsolete. Advancements in technology allow for experts to train algorithms to predict future events and make recommendations based on those predictions. Improvements in robotics have put many manual jobs at risk of being replaced by machines, leaving people with fewer opportunities. This is the reality that we live in today, and is a sign of how technology will soon be affecting virtually every sector of our society. It's up to each individual to determine which new jobs can be found in areas not threatened by automation. Hi guys, welcome to GenXYZ Finance and Technology, where we tailor data into more comprehensible information for our curious audiences who are in a hurry just like you. Before we start, you may want to consider hitting that subscribe button to keep seeing informative tech videos and practical financial tips. The future may be exciting, but looming unemployment in many fields will create a huge amount of economic and political upheaval. Society will have to figure out how to restructure jobs, pension plans, and the economy in an entirely new way. The world is expected to be drastically altered by technological advances due to a predicted global jobless rate of 40% in 2030. In this video, we are going to enumerate 10 occupations that will vanish soon. Number 1. Data entry keyers. The process of manually keying information into computers will soon be a job that doesn't require human effort. Computers are better at entering information than humans are. They can read an entire screen of numbers and letters much faster than any human could, and without errors or coffee breaks. Although the original technology has been around for decades, recent developments in optic scanning have taken over many sectors of the business world. Some of the recent trends are already affecting our day-to-day lives. Many banks, including giants like JP Morgan Chase, now have ATM-style machines in their lobbies which handle almost any type of common transaction. Some branches no longer have tellers or drive-through windows and rely mostly on these machines, with a reduced staff handling loans and more profitable activities. Corporations are driven by the quest for profits. Therefore, any tech that becomes available which will improve profitability must be adopted. They really don't even have a choice, as pressure from competitors and demands from shareholders compel any business to take drastic measures sometimes. The largest expenditure most companies have is usually payroll. Given the opportunity, they will lay off thousands of employees if it is financially beneficial to the bottom line. Number 2. Travel agents. With the abundance of easy-to-use websites like Skyscanner, Trivago, Priceline, and Apodo, anybody can arrange their own holiday getaway. But that's not the only way technology is having an impact on the travel industry. As more people look to holiday destinations through social media and word of mouth, travel agents are struggling to find a way back in. Technology is contributing to the demise of travel agents and with it, the end of traditional tours, said Bill Bushaw, president of the American Society of Travel Agents. The internet has been a huge game changer for our industry, but it is still only part of the travel planning equation. What we offer is expertise, not just what flights and hotels to choose, but how to get around and how best to enjoy your trip. In 2009 alone, revenue from international trips arranged by travel agents fell 8% from 2008. Travel agency revenue was down 4% from 2009 numbers in 2010. The pandemic of 2020 has dealt a further blow to the travel industry, and it is unlikely to ever bounce back to where it once was. Ironically, most travel agents derive their fees from discounting by the travel industry and not from their customers. Nevertheless, the convenience of the internet may be too great an obstacle to overcome. Number 3. Cashiers. Many grocery stores, as well as Walmart and Target, already have self-checkout aisles that let customers bypass long lines and ring themselves up. Online shopping is contributing to the trend as less people physically step foot in retail stores. Not only are there sites like Amazon.com to buy everything from groceries to clothing, but soon, you might not even need to leave your home or office for anything other than physical therapy appointments. We're reaching a point where cashiers are becoming an obsolete species. In many stores, the self-checkout options outnumber cashiers. This is happening at Amazon Go, where you just walk in, get what you need, and walk out. Everything you bought is automatically deducted from your credit card. Sensors are on the rise, and the tech needs only to be a little better than the human counterpart for the switch to be made. Retailers have a big incentive to replace cashiers with automation. Human error and employee theft cost large companies millions of dollars each year. Number 4. Mail carriers. While there will still be the need for couriers to deliver parcels, things don't look good for traditional mail carriers delivering letters. This is mainly because the things that they deliver won't exist in the next 20 years. Bills and statements will be viewed and paid online, and letter writing has already become email. The days of the mailman are numbered, and the postal service is really feeling it. Mail volume has been cut in half since 2006, and 90% of first-class mail has been converted to online bill paying. The U.S. Postal Service lost $5 billion last year alone, which was the largest loss since record-keeping began in 1960. They can't cut enough costs, employees are already at a minimum, and political sabotage has crippled the USPS with impossible pension requirements. It may not be long before we don't have mailmen anymore. Number 5. Typists. Nowadays, there exists far more sophisticated transcription technology that is already sending typists and word processors the way of the dodo bird. With so many new technologies providing fast, accurate, and affordable transcription services, there is evidence to suggest that this trend will continue. Why should businesses still rely on typists? With all the different ways in which this technology can be used by companies such as businesses, nonprofits, and social media networks to streamline their operations, it's clear that the days of employing typists are numbered. Number 6. Restaurant server. AI continues to improve to the point where robots can act as the liaison between diners and the kitchen. In fact, robotic servers are already waiting tables in China. We've taken a look at the implication of such a situation, and it's not good news for those who are waiting to be served. One recent innovation proving popular is the conveyor belt models used in some sushi restaurants. At best, servers will have fewer opportunities to work in restaurants. A number of major chains have already implemented a table payment system that allows diners to take care of their bill at the table without assistance. Number 7. Factory workers. The assembly line was an innovation used by Henry Ford to streamline production of cars at the beginning of the 20th century. Workers would be assigned to stations, each with a specialized role in putting together the end product. This model revolutionized manufacturing and spread to every industry. Today, software controls many line functions and robots handle repetitive tasks. With machines now able to perform a lot of the manufacturing and production work, there are fewer opportunities for production workers. The trend to offshore production has also had an effect on this. Companies tend to search locations around the world where labor is cheap and regulations don't interfere with the operations or finance. Over the last few decades, this has resulted in a drain of manufacturing jobs from the US to Asia and Mexico. Eventually, even those outsourced jobs will be automated. We are not going to see a sudden disappearance of manufacturing. The real question is how it will be distributed within the workforce. Will machines replace a lot of the jobs, or will there still be work for people willing to get their hands dirty? Number 8. Telephone customer service. The Guardian predicts that by 2025, AI will have an 83% success rate at carrying out tasks previously performed by humans. Already, many call centers are dominated by automated robots. The chatbots can answer simple questions and provide links to human customer service reps for more complex queries, making it possible for companies to offer 24/7 service without adding more staff. By analyzing calls on the fly, these bots are able to weed out fraud using key phrases or completing transactions without human intervention. A society that thrives on convenience may embrace the advantages of automation over actual humans. However, many of us have experienced the frustration of trying to reach an actual person to explain a problem, only to be tangled up in a maze of menus and dead ends. Number 9. Administrative legal jobs. By now, administrative jobs and paralegal roles are increasingly performed by automation and digital tools. Within the next 10 years, it is estimated that nearly 50% of paralegal jobs will be replaced by new technology. In modern society, many people hold administrative or even managerial roles where they are responsible for overseeing decisions and carrying out day-to-day activities for a business. In order to perform these acts, they need to have some sort of working knowledge of law, which is what a paralegal provides for them. Thus, as automation enters the legal field and takes over many administrative or managerial roles due to technological advancements, there will be a sharp decline in the number of paralegals employed. Several self-service online sites provide legal advice and document preparation, such as LegalZoom, usually for a much lower price than in-person assistance. Number 10. Pilots and drivers. Autopilot features have long supported pilots in the air. In fact, pilots generally assume control of their airplanes only during takeoff, landing, and maneuvers due to turbulence. Ergonomic advancements in airplanes have changed the way pilots control the aircraft. In-flight autopilot is often used for distress situations such as loss of engine power or temporary loss of situational awareness. When used correctly, autopilot can significantly decrease pilot workload and increase safety by allowing pilots to focus on other tasks. Stories of pilot error, intoxication, or emotional breakdown leading to crashes have illustrated the need to remove humans from positions where they are the weakest link in a life or death situation. In Arizona and California, Waymo has been logging thousands of test hours with driverless vehicles for over a decade. In the near future, they will reach a point where their mountain of safety data will prove the effectiveness of self-driving cars, and the automotive industry will plunge headlong into a new era. By any evaluation, people as a whole are terrible drivers, with thousands of unnecessary deaths each year attributed to falling asleep, texting, drunk driving, road rage, and plain old lack of attention. Job sectors that will experience the greatest number of eliminations are long-haul drivers, cab drivers, as well as Uber and Lyft workers, local delivery drivers, and bus drivers. While this shift will undoubtedly save many lives and improve road safety overall, there will be a major economic displacement with so many people unemployed. Everyone's future is at stake as technology changes shape and creates employment instability. This will have major economic consequences, which may cause some individuals in the workforce to face poverty or loss of their way of life. People are now more aware than ever about technological advancements, but if people aren't prepared for what lies ahead, there could be a lot of friction between those who are ready for change and those who do not want it. The best strategy would seem to recognize that this reality is coming and make choices now to put yourself in a better position for later. If you are currently employed in the jobs mentioned, what will you do knowing that your job will be rendered obsolete sooner or later? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and consider clicking the notification bell to keep yourself updated on our latest videos.